book when you are running a government. It should be an open book. The people need to see the determination. The people need to see the sincerity of purpose. That look, this is what we are offering you. This is what we have said. This is what we are coming to offer. And probably go as far as this is what we currently have on ground, so that people can have an understanding of where things are at the moment. It's not just about, oh, you are awarding this contract and the likes of them. You talk about accountability, for instance. Who are you awarding this contract to? Who are those beneficiaries of this contract? Do you have a system that says that, oh, it's not going to be about my families, those around me, the cronies around me, the psychopaths around me that benefit? A system that ensures that, look, for every public fund, right, that is being allocated for every public fund that is being approved, there is judicious and effective use of these public funds. Nigerians can have a hickline of how you are spending these funds. What is going into what? How much will it cost? I mean, all of these things, blessings, they are not rocket science, but we deal with a lot of secrecy, even in the budgetary allocations and the likes of them. Sometimes we even, it was so bad. It was so bad that it got to a point where Nigerians had to be begging, for instance, the legislative arm, to say, we want to see records of your budget. What are we spending billions and trillions of naira on? And we are not seeing the result. We are not getting the value. So you must have you must be accountable to the people. It is the government for the people, of the people, by the people, and for the people. So every decision you take must be seen to be in the interest of the citizens. If there are monies to be spent, can people have details of what exactly you are spending these monies on? If you are borrowing, nobody says don't borrow. But what are you borrowing for? What is your long-term plan? I think when you carry Nigerians along, when you operate government like an open book, like it should be, not everything done in secrecy. Sometimes you are begging those in authority. For instance, there is the freedom of information, and you have to beg people in authority for them to be able to give you records. And the thing that people those in government fail to understand is, for every expense and every expenditure you spend, you are using taxpayers' money. So it's not money that just fell from above. It's not money from heaven. Nigerians, one way or the other, are contributing to the public purse that is making it necessary for you to have those resources in the first place. So how do you determine what is important? How do you determine what gets to who? Who should really get what? And when the generality of Nigerians themselves say that, look, we have benefited one way or the other? Because if you look at, you talked about the fact, you made reference to it, that if you look at what we have in the past as compared to what we have now, blessing, in this country, some people were being fed even despite being at home with billions and trillions of naira. Who are those people that were being fed? Do we have their
you're talking about the 2020
the school feeding, for
COVID.
Yes, the COVID feeding. You were telling us how many Nigerian parents can say that, oh yes, when our people were at home, these people came and they gave us items to take care of our children while they were at home. We had a situation in the same corruption. We have not successfully been able to launch a national carrier that would have been of economic benefit to us as a country. Why? Because some people allotted billions for a particular project, and up to now, what the monies were used for? Accountability, even the kickoff of that project, we are yet to see the benefit of it for the Nigerian public. So there is a lot about open book transparency and accountability that must be done by the administration to give Nigerians a sense that, oh yes, this is a new administration that has come on board. We may not begin to feel the impact yet, right now, but probably within a short period of time, we will be able to feel the effect, and we understand that, okay, this is not about a government by some cronies. It is truly about the government of Nigerians, for Nigerians, and by Nigerians. Until we are able to do that, then we still have a long way to go in when you talk about at how long it will really take us for us to feel the benefit and this impact of the democracy that we are supposed to be celebrating, because it's something to celebrate. If you look at other West African countries, they have not enjoyed the benefit of that same democracy as much as we have enjoyed it in Nigeria. But at one point in time, Nigerians must begin to say that we are feeling these dividends and this impact of this democracy that we say is supposed to be for the people.
So real quick, in rounding up, we have about 2 minutes to do that. Could you give us your final words?
Well, I would say it's a good thing that we are experiencing the gains of democracy, but I think a lot needs to be done to get the aspirations of the people, to give hope to Nigerians that yes, it is still growing, it is still maturing, but in the long run, we'll get the benefits of it. However that is going to happen, when it is going to happen, within the shortest possible time, Nigerians should be able to say, oh, we have reasons to celebrate Democracy Day, and this is why we are celebrating Democracy Day.
Thank you very much. We've been having this very interesting conversation with Mr. Kunle. And it has been really, really interesting. Thank you so much for coming in, Mr. Kunle Adeniyi. This has been a very, very, very interesting and informative conversation. Very safe, very, very safe to say that as Nigeria navigates the next 3 decades, the fate of its democracy rests in the hands of its leaders and its citizens alike. The path towards a stronger, more inclusive democratic system requires concerted efforts to address corruption, foster transparency, embrace technological advancements, and uphold the principles of accountability and equal representation with unity. With resilience and a shared commitment to democratic values, Nigeria has the potential to chart a course towards a brighter future where the voices of its people are heard and their aspirations realized. It's in your hands as much as it's in the hands of our leaders. It's in your hands as well as it's in the hands of your neighbor. If each one can do their bid, then hopefully in the next 30 years, we wouldn't be looking back